we've got Lawrence from Asian Down Under, and we are live now to have a chat with him. So thank you so much, Lawrence, for having us on. This is a real pleasure because I must admit I do binge watch a lot of your materials and I find it quite hilarious. So for those watching the streamers out there, tell us a bit about you and how your co-mates came up with the idea of Asian Down Under.
Yeah, so pretty much, we are just your average local Asians, like, born Aussie, parents from Asian countries. And yeah, when I started the channel, or when we started the channel, I pretty much invited just a few friends, said, hey, we always chat, we always talk about, fun stuff. Why not just start a YouTube channel just for fun as a hobby? They all agreed, and we had fun filming because it just felt like hanging out as friends. And we posted the first few videos. Our early videos were movie reviews because, when you go out with friends, you watch a movie together, and then you would, after movie, you talk about it and you'll have good convos. So yeah, we filmed that. Needless to say, that didn't work out that well. But when we started, we got like five to 700 views on those videos, and we thought, oh wow, that's so good. But then we kept going, and then we stumbled across a video that was at the time quite popular, and we left the camera on, and we watched it, and then for one reason or another, we just posted it just to see what would happen. And that video blew up. And I think it got 30,000 views in the first day. And from then we had, I think that's when we started getting an audience, and people asked us to check this video out, or watch this or watch that. And all we had to do was just listen to them, and we just kept doing what they said. So we went from, I think, like 200 subscribers to 1,000 in less than a month. And then from 1,000 to 10,000 in a few weeks. And from 10,000 to 100,000 took maybe, a few months again. So I guess we just really capitalized just based on what our audience was telling us. So that hobby sort of turned now into like a beast of its own. So yeah, I guess that's where we're at right now. We still try to do our best to listen to, what our audience wants us to watch and review and react to. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I think that's how we started. Yeah, just friends.
I mean, amazing. Like a lot of the content creators and influencers that I chat to, it's so organic, their story. It's like a meme that they post up, and then the next day it really resonates with that audience, and then it kind of like blows up.
Yeah.
Did you guys have specialist training in media, or or you guys accountants and lawyers by day, like a bit like Batman?
Nah, like literally, we had no experience. So to be honest, we do have YouTube experience now, but back in the early days, like, everything we say would be super unfiltered.
Yeah.
And some of it, and even recently, it can cause a bit of ruckus in the comment sections. So yeah, like we've learned our lesson, actively try and filter the best we can, but still be ourselves at the same time. So it's a bit of a balance. We got called out for being ignorant. I think in our recent video, or not recent, a few months ago, we accidentally called like a Korean traditional outfit, like, a Japanese one. And that was a huge, like, honest mistake. And we got called out massively. But yeah, so we don't have any media training at all. It was more like just a hobby. So for myself and my friend Kirk, like we always edited videos just for fun. So for us, it was just literally a hobby, and then we just kept going with it.
I love it. And so like usually with online and,
Mm,
you know, I just really, really like love the idea that we as, you know, first generation, second generation Asians, Australians, like,
mm,
you know, we have a really interesting story to tell because it's really not what you see when you switch on, you know, traditional broadcast TV. And I love how the internet's given us a platform to actually connect with millions potentially around the world.
yep.
So did you guys start like 10 years ago or 5 years ago? Because I've got here that you joined YouTube in
Mm,
May 9th, 2015. And
yep.
since then, I'll give you the scope for everyone that's tuning in. You've racked up over 71 million views, which is just, I mean, really mind blowing. And so, did your three mates, Diane, Rachel, and Kirk, did you guys all bandy together in 2015? Was that kind of where the journey started for you guys?
For us, so it was more like 2019 or 2018
Mm,
because I had that channel. I think I created it a while ago, but did nothing for it. It wasn't even called Asians Down Under back then, I
mhm,
think. But when we banded together, I like 2019. That's when I changed the name, trademarked like Asians Down Under, and then we went from there. So I guess uh our success, I guess, is really from the last 2 years. And yeah, it took a while to get there, but or for us it felt a while, but I guess from someone outside looking in, it
mm,
seemed like it just exploded. And to be honest, I still think we're not quite there. Like my goal for the channel is one day maybe 1 to 2 million subs,
mhm,
and creating more high quality content and more original content as well.
mhm,
And I guess our reactions right now, they're hugely unedited, so it's very raw.
mm.
Maybe in the future we can make it a bit more engaging, but for that we'll actually need a team. So yeah, I'm trying to build that team, so expand from 4 maybe up to 8 people with everyone being able to edit and contribute.
Yes.
So yeah, so that's the future. And yeah, to be honest, I'm still looking for people to join us. So that's where we're at right now.
Right. So, I mean, if anyone wants to join you or anyone's keen on joining your team, right? So,
Hmm.
do you essentially produce content, or are you a part of the hosting gig with you guys? Like, you know, if anyone's keen out there, what does that look like?
So it's more like, if you're passionate about producing content,
Mhm.
and to be honest, it doesn't have to be what we're making right now,
Yeah.
because the way we see it, if someone joins us, it's like a future investment, right? Like we will do things for the future, like together. So it could be anything.
Love it. It seems
Yeah.
like you're really building, you know, an army of everyone getting together. You know, I just
Mm.
really love, you know, I love this idea because that's, you know, I'm a kind of nerd and I love like the idea of how things get started, right? And
Mm.
when you think about like movements or causes, it's always just an idea. And if people believe that idea, yeah, you can kind of jump on board and really see it snowball, because what you're essentially saying is the reason why you're doing it, the whole purpose of you doing it is because there's this content that people want out there and you're kind of serving the
Yeah.
people, yeah,
Yeah.
the masses.
Yeah, pretty much. And recently, I'm not sure if you're aware, like I think Asian Boss released a video saying, they need help.
Mhm.
And like myself and like Kirk, we always discuss, we love their videos. Like we wanted to
Yeah.
go out ourselves and ask, random Aussies, what do you think of China, or what do you think of this? Like those kind of themes as well. But for us, because we're time limited, we never had that time.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, like we're still not considering, but we're still discussing. Like, should we like at least try? But yeah, but for that, we need a bit like a bigger team in that sense. So in the last year, we've been chatting to like influencers, for example, on TikTok.
Mhm,
We've got a friend Landa who, we're discussing, we're trying to see, if we can work together.
mhm.
But yeah, she's racked up, I think, 500,000 followers on TikTok.
Mhm.
And yeah, she's quite funny, quite entertaining. So would love to have her on board. So we're trying to work something out with her. And I'm sure she's fine with me like revealing that,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
yeah. So but yeah, so it could be, anyone with the same goal, which is like producing content that, people out there want to watch, whether that's, like Asian boss type videos, or more challenges or anything. So either entertaining or informative. That's where we see, our channel or brand growing eventually. And yeah, we want to do more on YouTube as well. So